What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Adrian here from Adrian Mateo Drones, bringing you guys another spectacular show. Just to kick things off, my shirt says "Make America Drone Again." You damn right. Make America drone again, baby. Thank you so much, you guys, for being here. Really appreciate that. I'm waiting for my co-host, Mr. Draymond Crawford, to jump in. Obviously, he's either caught up in traffic or trying to get his coffee taken care of. We do have quite the crowd already up in here. I really appreciate it. Oh, he just popped in. He got his little neon pink light in the background going on. I'm about to bring him on in a minute. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, partner. And yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. So doing pretty good, doing pretty good. Trying to maintain and take it easy.
All
Um,
right.
I went ahead and popped my pain medicine. I guess I do have a little bit of a story to tell you guys. Not a story, actually, something that happened to yours truly. Oh my God, Adrian Mateo Drones on Wednesday. But before we get into that, I do want to thank each and every one of you guys for being here. As you guys can actually read on the banner that is showing below, my new co-host, it's Mr. Recoveryone Drone, aka Draymond Crawford. There he goes, the man with the guns. I cannot wear that thing you're wearing right now because it's hot up in here, and I will be burning up. My
I
damn
get you.
AC not working in my house, so I got a little fan going on. I got the freaking humidifier to keep this crap up in here nice and cool. So, with that being said, Dre, I talked to you, and we're gonna talk a little bit about drone news and also some video editing. So, I did went ahead and send an email to a few folks. Guess it's on the phone to a few folks where gonna talk a little bit about editing. Sorry, I got a little sidetrack. So with that being said, I do show quite a few folks up in here. We do have Mr. Matt Bagwell, Recovery One Drone. We got Mike Rennick, Jody Drone Shots. We got Mr. Teach Giggles and Drones. We got Mr. Uncle Chris Wedgeworth. We got Stephen Drones. We got, who else do we have here? We got Steve 43068. We got Mr. Leonard, Mr. JSK Enterprise, Mr. Johnny Drone Flyer up in the house. Who else do we have here? We got Mr. Mike, GF for John Take Guy. He's actually in the background waiting for me to bring him in. I'm about to bring you in, buddy. We got Mr. Hanger with JD. We got Mr. James Drone in. We got quite the crowd, Mr. Danny, aka the View Chaser. We got Mr. Bob Casey in the house. Modest Drone World, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for popping in. Really appreciate you guys. And as you guys know, we are gonna kick off and start the March giveaway effective today. So every Saturday for the rest of March, we will be having a giveaway. Now the giveaway is gonna be for you to enter. Is gonna be something very simple. All you got to do is just go ahead and let us know you want in. You just type in you want in. When we let you know, not yet, that you want in, we will take your name, put it in that wheel, spin the wheel, and whatever name the wheel takes, he's going to be the winner. Only one winner per month. I mean, for the whole month. You cannot win twice in 1 month. Am I right, Dre?
That is correct. We want to make sure everybody gets a chance to get something, but we want to do something right away. Who was the first one in the show tonight?
The first one in the show, it looks like it was Matt Bagwell at 8:34. He was the first one.
Okay, Mr. Bagwell, I need you to send me your email address with your home address to recoveryonedrone@gmail.com so I can send you a set of stickers, Mr. Bagwell. set of Recoveryone stickers to give Mr. Matt Bagwell as our first giveaway for the month of March. So we want to make sure we get that, and we'll try to make sure we get somebody as being the first one in the room each night this week. We will do another giveaway at the top of the next hour, and when Adrian wants you to type in what he wants you to do, that's when you got to type in information, and then we will have that drawn out of whatever device Adrian has come up with and give that away.
Well, there you go. Congratulations, Mr. Matt Bagwell. I'm sure that you will like them stickers. I don't even have any stickers yet, so.
Oh, are you complaining?
No, I'm not complaining.
After what I sent you, you complaining?
Hey, Mr. Akirashi, how you doing, buddy? I'm not complaining. I'm actually about to go ahead and grab what you actually just sent me in a minute and show you guys. We got Mr. Jerry Bauer in the house. We got Mr. South Florida Drone Flyers. Hey, man, I think you're new to the chat, buddy. Thank you so much for coming in. Really appreciate you, bro. We got Mr. Justin, a.k.a. Drones 863. Thank you for popping in, buddy. I really appreciate you. Let me go and bring Mr. Mike, GFO Drone and Tech guy. How you doing, buddy?
What's up, gentlemen?
Hey, man, we're doing great, man. We're doing great and doing great. So let me actually talk to you guys for a minute. I did want to hit and tell a few of you guys what actually happened. Not everybody, but hey, Mr. Joe Fotoleo, how you doing, bro? How you doing, Mr. Scott? Denau, I appreciate you guys coming through. Thank you so much. Man? We got Mr. Drone and New Visuals. Thank you for popping in. I really appreciate that. Robert Glazier, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for popping in, sir. So yeah, on Wednesday, towards the end of the day, I was actually coming into the yard. I'm pretty much to call it a day. When in the driveway of my job, I have to make a left-hand turn from where I was to go into the yard. So as I'm actually going to make that left turn, there was two cars behind me. It was a lady that was actually on her way to pick up her husband, who happens to be one of my buddies that work with me. She was also going to make a left, and then there was a white 2016 Honda Accord behind her. As I'm already in the turning lane, pretty much already in the turning lane to turn, the lady that was behind in the Honda Accord behind me and behind the lady that was behind me, she decided to gun it and try to pass me, and she went ahead and wrecked the front of my work truck. Hit me so hard that it sent me back into the lane. So Wednesday, the emergency, oh my God, the fire department took me to the emergency room to get checked out. Thank God there's no broken bones, but I'm actually pretty bad shape. I'm pretty banged up. So I've been home since Thursday around 4 something in the morning, when they actually let me go with just some kind of cream to put on my back and some fucking painkiller, ibuprofen, 600 milligrams. Like, that's supposed to do the fucking trick. But I'm in a lot of pain, so that's where I stand, you know what I mean, as of now. So that's pretty much it, man. That's what happened to me on Wednesday. Pretty bad accident, man. The car went ahead and flipped like 3 times. Next thing you know, 3 kids came out of the freaking car hollering and screaming. And then the lady came out. I'm in the fucking truck hollering and screaming, cussing the damn lady out, but I don't think she heard me. She probably did because the door was open. Because the guy whose wife was actually on her way to pick her up, he's the one that came to my rescue to pretty much check on me and make sure that I was okay. So yeah, man, it was a pretty bad freaking accident. I was just minding my business, just doing exactly what I was supposed to do. When somebody in such a fucking rush, I don't know where the hell was the fire, but she could have easily killed them damn children, kill herself, and kill me. Yeah. And God, the truck is actually like 9 feet 8 inches tall. So when she hit the front of the truck, I was pretty secure because I was wearing my seatbelt. But if you all see the fucking video, man, it was pretty horrible. When I saw the video, I think I saw it. It was Thursday when I went to my job to, give him some paperwork. I saw that video, man, and I literally broke in tears immediately. I don't know if you guys ever been through a bad accident like that, but it almost seemed like your freaking life just flashed right between your eyes. You know what I mean? When that shit just happened all of a sudden. You never expect it because we make that turn every day. For 18 years, we've been making the same fucking left-hand turn for 18 years. And Wednesday was that day that the lady decided to do that damn shit. I don't know if the kids were wearing the seatbelt or not, so don't ask me. I don't know. I just know that it was pretty bad, man. But I remember telling Dre, Recoveryone Drone, I did not do a live stream last weekend because I was pretty pissed off about my AC. I couldn't fix it. But I told him since we're going to kick off this giveaway, no matter what, we're going to have our first giveaway today. Even though I'm in pain and I'm sitting down talking to you guys, I got my pillow right behind me to kind of keep me a little more comfortable. And I'm in pain like a son of a bitch. But I'm sitting here having this show, talking to you guys. As Dre actually said this many times, I love this damn drone community. Before I knew you guys, any of you guys, I was okay, but I'm a lot better being here with you guys. So I walked around a little bit, like the doctor went ahead and told me that you need to walk a little bit, that way your body don't get stiff. I laid a little bit relaxed, took the pain medicine. I'm here right now. Yeah, they also went ahead and told me about ice packs. Scott, now I've been doing that, man. It's not like the ice is gonna make any. It's not gonna work a miracle. It kind of relaxes your body, and then you apply heat. It kind of relaxes the muscle. So yeah, I've been doing it, but still in pain. Still in pain. Anyway, that's pretty much it, man. How you doing, Mr. One Visual Ariel? How you doing, buddy? Thank you for coming in, man. Hey, I appreciate all the love and support, prayers, blessings, kind words, and everything. I wish it didn't happen either, man, because I would rather actually be at work. I don't know about you guys, man, but not a lot of people can actually say that they love their job. I love my job. I love what I do. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. So enough of me hollering and screaming. Let's get back to the show. I'm trying, if I'm going to laugh, I'm going to try to keep it as minimal as possible because when I laugh, that shit hurt. It really friggin' hurt. And if you guys want to know, my left arm, I don't know why the camera looks like that, but my left is right here. I don't know. The camera is sitting in the wrong spot. I don't know why the hell it's doing that. But anyway, left arm, left foot, lower back, upper back, and my neck got pretty banged up. Thank God when they did the what you call it, X-ray and CAT scan, no broken bones, which is a good thing. But man, when I got hit, Dre, Mike, and everybody in the chat, and I believe the reason why I guess I'm a lot better because I didn't brace myself for the impact because they say that when you actually brace yourself for the impact, I guess you hurt more. But when you're a lot more relaxed, I guess your body takes the hit. You know what I'm saying? A lot better. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I've been told.
That's why they always say that drunk drivers never
really, die,
get injured or seriously injured. Like sometimes they do, but for the majority of times, drunk drivers don't get injured during a bad accident.
But everybody else, you know what I mean, that's literally doing the right thing does. How you doing, Mr. Flying Flame Media? Hey, buddy. Thank you for coming in, and I really appreciate you guys. Thank you, Mr. Jordan. I am waiting for that day that I could actually feel better. Don't know when, but I'm waiting for it. So, Dre, Mr. Mike, GFO Jordan Tech guy, he's pretty good about editing. And I remember you telling me that you really want to know about editing. Well, this guy had actually taught me a lot. He's the one that actually got me hooked on that Filmora Wondershare, which is my first editing software that I've ever owned in my life, by the way. And he told me that it was going to be pretty easy, like a drag and drop. Well, at first it was hard because I kept bothering him and calling him to tell me this and that, this and that, this and that. But then I had a feeling that he was going to get sick of me calling him and bothering him. So I say, the hell with it. Let me go ahead and start tinkering with it myself, you know? And as you can see, Dre, thank you for your comments and your feedback. And also, Mike G for Android Tech Guy and many guys in here have literally told me how good my editing is actually getting along the way. So I appreciate that, man. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get on with the show. How you doing, Mr. Rigor Mortis? Hey, buddy, thank you for coming in, man. Yeah, I love Filmora, man. I think Filmora is great. I know a lot of people say there's a lot more better services out there, but when I stick with one, I make it do, man. Anyway, Dre, how do you want to go ahead and start this? Do you want to go ahead and
I'm just gonna just set the table here, and we want to make sure we get your medical report out of the way and your daily livelihood and stuff, and so the rest of us can all light a candle for you or something. I don't know what we're gonna do next for you, but we're gonna go from there. So I got to pick on you a little bit and stuff because, like I said, you've gone through some things of late that we got to worry about you, man. Like I said, you was in the hospital a few weeks ago. Don't know what was wrong with you.
Yeah.
And now you're getting an accident. So we have to turn your life into one of those midday soap operas and stuff. Florida Hospital or something. as the world turns in Adrian's life.
And go from there. Yeah. Right, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna get a big ass bubble and some bubble wrap.
Wrap it up on him
in the bubble wrap and then put him in the damn bubble.
Yeah, something like that and stuff. But we got love for you, brother, and stuff, and we don't want nothing bad to happen to you. But we always got to give you a hard time. Just keep you real and stuff. But this is another segment that we wanted to bring in because I know everyone here pretty much. I think there's only one person who I've never seen video from, and I don't know if he's in the room or not. AZ Drone Dude. He has about as many drones as Adrian, but I've never seen any work of his. But editing is something I feel is just as important as your flying. All of us want to get better at what we do. Not that you're doing it for commercial purposes or whatever. Even if you're just showing family and friends, you want to be able to bring something forward to them that they're oohing and awing. I give them like, hey, that's very cinematic. Hey, that looks pretty nice and everything. So if you're just doing this on the side for yourself, for your friends, or you're actually doing this for a client or somebody, no matter what software you use, because I told people basically all editing software has something the same basic functions. You're gonna a lot of it's all drag and drop, and you can add transitions, and we're gonna talk about the use of transitions and all that kind of stuff tonight, and go from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to Mike right now, since I know he's got a lot of experience in doing everything from color grading and things of that nature, and putting together video. So I'm gonna turn it over to you, Mike.
One of the things I've learned that's helped me with some of my videos too is slow your movements down. When you're flying your drone, slow and smooth, slow and steady. If you're flying one of the DJI drones, drop it into cinematic mode. That automatically slows down the movements of the drone. And I know one of the things that gets me in some videos that I watch is that fast pan or that fast jerk. Cut out that first couple of seconds of the movement and get that where you miss that jerk into where you're trying to go with your shot. Cut out that first couple seconds and it'll start to make it look a little more smoother. But I pulled something up on Filmora because I wanted to show you guys. Now, this footage that I'm going to use tonight to show you guys what I want to do This is when I first bought the drone. I didn't have any filters or anything for my drone, so everything was shot really raw and wasn't my best stuff. Really wasn't. But I'm going to show you, because this is so overexposed, most people don't realize you can kind of fix overexposed footage in Filmora if you know what you're doing. So, and I think I actually did this on one of my editing videos on my actual channel. But I'm going to do it here again for you guys. So let me see if I remember how to do this, right?
Anytime you're ready to go ahead and share screen, just go ahead and pop it up, then I'll let you in.
All right, there we go. All right, so
now again, this is Filmora, guys.
This is Filmora, and a lot of people knock Filmora. There's much of Filmora than just the drag and drop that everybody uses. There's a lot more in depth to it, and if you actually look at the Filmora website, they do tutorials on stuff that really can show you some of the more in-depth stuff. So let's drop this footage down here. Let's keep the project settings. And as you can see, this stuff is really overexposed. Didn't have any filters, so it made it really, it kind of whited out everything. But what you can do is, hold on, let me get another.
There's a lot of noise in there too on that video.
What's that?
A lot of noise on the video.
There is. That's not what I wanted to do with it.
It seemed like you kind of forgot how to deal with it a little bit.
We're going to add another video track here. And we're going to layer this over top of the original. So both of these line up. Then we are going to right click here. And let me see if I can find it real quick, because it's been a while since I've done this.
You want to add a little bit of color?
Nope, we're not even going to do that. Where is what I wanted to do with it? Yep.
What did you want to do so I could probably remember?
I'm trying to blend these two.
You said blend in?
We're going to blend the two. Blending mode. Multiply. Now, look how quickly that darkened the whole scene up.
A little bit, yeah.
So we went from something that was really overexposed in the beginning to now it looks a little bit better. Once again, it's not going to be the best thing because, what we started off with wasn't the best. But as you're looking at it now, it's not so washed out. It's still a little grainy because I have it in low resolution over here. But once you export it, it'll look a whole lot better. But that's one of the things you can do. Another thing is too, so somebody cannot try to copy your work. You can drop that up there. Click on this. Resize it down. That is a PNG file. Now drop that down in the corner. We'll stretch this box out the length of the footage. And they give that nice little line there so you know where you're at. And the whole time it's playing.
That's pretty much you just added your own watermark.
I just added my own watermark to it. little stuff like that can make it really pop. I mean, then you can go over and you can start doing all kinds of stuff. I have all the audio files that I can add audio to it. We can go into transitions. I know we talked about transitions, but we can also. It's running really slow because I got the camera going through this one too.
Huh? Yes, baby. Hey, Chris. Hey, how you doing, Chris? Mr. Water, Sunrise Water Media. I send you a link, Chris, because I know you're pretty good about editing. If you want to go ahead and jump on in, I send you a link. It's in your email. Come on in. Hey, Curtis Dart. I forgot about
why
you,
my
buddy.
screen just went.
You're also pretty good about editing too, Curtis Dart. If you want to go ahead and jump on in, let me know, sir. What was that, Mike?
I don't know why, but my screen just went haywire.
Yeah, it went black. You want to do it all over again?
Yeah.
I would go ahead and stop that one and then do it again.
All right. But,
yeah, well, go ahead, Mike. I was going to go ahead and talk while you get that squared away.
Go ahead.
I was just going to talk a little bit about the general details of editing and what Mike had talked about and flying styles. Same thing. When you're working with your files, if you're flying smooth, it makes it a lot easier to edit. So let's say you have some footage, especially guys who do FPV work. There's going to be some very fast moving footage. There's going to be some slight jerk or whatever. This one you got to be cognizant of the fact of making turns, yawing back and forth. Those are the distracting factors when people watch your work. You can make a sharp turn, but make a complete turn. If you're going to brake right, brake left, is when you make small adjustments. Like you're flying straight and all of a sudden you want to make a quick turn just because you think you're flying crooked or you're not lined up the way you think you should be. I have learned that instead of using the left stick, use your right stick. And we call it like a slide move with the drone. Instead of you turning the nose where you want to go, just slide the drone over a little bit while you continue to fly straight. So you're actually using the right stick, pushing forward, but you actually bring it over to a 1 or 2 o'clock position. So what happens is your drone is still flying forward, but now it's sliding over to line up to where you want to go, lessening the effect of a jerk move by using the left stick. And that way you continue to have a smoother bit of footage later on when you're in post. Other thing is, for little tips I have learned over the years, is we talked about, Mike was talking about footage as far as if you are a person who has filters, filters can be great, especially with video work, which is primarily what I use my filters for. And it can be regionally effective. I live out here in Southern California, which I can say if you're flying in Southern California, Arizona, New Mexico, probably the western parts of Texas, you're going to get very much high intensity sunlight, probably even in Florida, where you get a lot of sunlight. So you got to think about the bare minimum filter you're going to use is probably around an ND16, especially between the springtime throughout the early or late summer, early fall. You might have to go as high as a 32 ND filter as possible. And then like for me, even when it's summertime in my area, I still might use an ND8. Now where I live at, I don't get a lot of foliage, different type of foliage like you guys get up in the Northeast or even the Northwest, the Midwest area. Everything here is where I live at is still brown and light shades of brown, all that kind of stuff. So I make sure I use polarized filters also. My ND filters are always polarized to bring what little bit of color in my area makes it come out. So I have something really to really pop in my videos when I do them. So that's also something you got to look at, where you're flying, what is the type of surrounding area that you're flying over. And another thing is having filters are great when you're flying over water. It helps your drone pick up the surface, the items underneath the surface of the water. You want to see through the first several, maybe a foot or more under the water. Make sure you're using a filter, ND filter. And that'll cut down on the reflection on top of the water, and also will help you, get better footage on the water. And the same thing with your skies. Also, I see what Charles put in. It helps with getting that really nice blue color of the sky using a ND filter. And like I say, even especially with a CPL or a polarized filter. So like I say, you also got to learn to use, know your environment and stuff. Where if I was somewhere up in the New England area, I may never go higher than a ND 16 or I should say ND 8, because the sun is never as strong in that area compared to like where lens capture is out there in Nevada and stuff. And he has a lot of experience dealing with cameras and different settings and filters. And I say he specializes where he says he's using up to a ND 64 at high noon. So that just goes about just, like for me, it was kind of like a trial and error for a while there. Now that I got accustomed to my surroundings and everything I've flown over the years, now I'm pretty sure I can just look in the sky and say, yeah, I can probably use a 16, maybe a 32 today if I need be, and go from there. Or if it's like wintertime still here for us, the sun is still not at its strongest, I might get away with using an 8. But I know pretty soon here, another month, 16 will be the minimum level of ND filter I'll be using. I might go 32, even up to a 64 if I'm flying out midsummer somewhere. It's just the sun is so strong here, it could just blow out anything that you have set.
Yeah. So Jerome Torres, to kind of answer your question, I guess you want to learn about editing too. I guess you have to go ahead and kind of find out exactly what it is you want to do. You know what I mean? And
I mean, honestly, I tell him the best website for editing, we're on it right now. Anything you want to learn, it's on YouTube.
Yeah. YouTube can help you out a lot. And go to each other's videos. A lot of times when we post stuff, a lot of us long-time posters, we'll put in our description everything that we used. I know I do it. I'll tell you what drone I'm using. I'll tell you what filter I'm using. Everything that I'm using to get the footage that I just put up there.
Yeah. Hey, Uncle Bill Stores, how you doing, buddy? We got Mr. Fountain Hodges Drone in the house. Half Drone Will Fly. How you doing, buddy? Thank you for coming in. Dorothy Duhamel, thank you for popping in. I really appreciate you guys. How you doing, Mr. Matt North from Drone?
Whatever the cat drug here.
All the way from Russia. I'm talking about Australia.
Russia.
I am always in a hurry, though. Mike, is that you? I can't believe it. How are you?
Good. How are you doing, sir?
Good, mate. Good. And Dre and Adrian, of course. Good to see you again, Mike. It's been a while, mate.
All right, so give me a second. Man, how you doing, Mr. Brian Mack? How you doing, Mr. B Mac Aerial Visuals? You're kind of boring me with your long story. You don't know how to get straight to the point, man.
Yeah, well, I'm saying hello to Mike.
You see what Brian put in? Don't listen to Matt.
Hey, he's been kind of busy working.
How you doing, Aisha? Thank you for coming in, Aisha. I got a question for you, Matt. Is that a built-in glasses holder you have in your car?
Yes, mate. Yep.
Who in the bloody hell did that for you?
GMH,
never
mate.
Mind. Go ahead, Mike. Jeffrey, you don't think I go on to your story. Go ahead, keep going.
I was just saying.
Don't worry, you'll catch up one day.
I've been working a whole lot lately, brother. Putting in a lot of hours.
We can get back to our conversation again, Mike.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, don't send me messages, Matt. Please come on my show. It's useless without you. Oh, okay. I'll come on.
Oh, here we go again. He's the big fish in the house.
What happened to you, man? Did your signal messing up? You left us for a second.
I did. My internet was way too fast for yours, so it cut out.
Is that what it is? Too fast. Mine can't keep up with yours.
Yeah. He's at 901 subs. He's big fish in the house now.
913. Oh, come on.
913. Oh, I'm sorry.
You missed a couple.
913. Somebody roll out the red carpet.
So Matt, normally
Yes,
what editing software do you use the most to do all your videos?
DaVinci.
Now, be honest, because when you showed us a little bit of it on your show before, man, DaVinci looked pretty hard to freaking learn, man. Like it did just too much. Or what do you say?
No, well, it's as hard as you make it. It's as hard as you want it to be, basically. It's an extremely easy, basic editor. It's really easy to just basically put a video together, pop your music in and pop it up. It's easy as. The potential of DaVinci, though, is quite demanding if you want to get into it, and it will it'll wreck your head if you're not understanding it. That's for sure. I mean, the sections of fusion and things like that are quite confusing until you start using it and learning how things actually work. It's like any program. Once you've learned it, everything's easy.
Exactly.
The trouble is with DaVinci is that it delves very deeply into these sections, the fusion section, the color section, and all that sort of shit, and learning your color science and all that sort of stuff. That can be confusing. But as an editor, if you want to chuck up 4K 8-bit video straight into your timeline, man, easy as. I mean, I've got a video on my channel of basic editing of DaVinci, and it's exactly like any other program. You just got to know where the tools are. Just like any other program, you just got to learn where your cuts are and all that sort of stuff. It's an easy program, man.
Well, thank you for that story, Matt. I really appreciate you, sir. You're always welcome. You're always welcome here.
Yeah. Thanks, mate. Thanks.
And keep in mind, on my show, I will never put you in the green room just for the heck of it. I will give you your space for you to talk. But if you started to make me sleepy, I'm gonna cut you short.
Yeah, well, that's never too hard to make you sleepy, mate.
Got you. Now, I don't know if you were. Arcilla Aisha said that she uses Filmora 9. Is that a different one from what we have, Mike?
No, we have Filmora 9. As long as you upgraded.
So is Filmora 9 like more upgraded one?
Actually, I think I'm on Filmora X, which is the newest one.
Well, that's the one that I'm into, because that's the one you told me to get, right?
Yeah, I think you got Filmora X, which is the new one.
Okay. So I'm assuming that Filmora X will consider Filmora 10 from the 9?
Yeah.
Okay. Matt, are you on your way to work? Matt, are you on your way to work, buddy? His phone messing
I think
up.
you lost signal.
Yeah.
I got that pulled back up if we want to try that screen share again. Yeah, Joe, I haven't tried the 11 yet. I still got to download it.
Oh, that one is already out? Oh, nice.
Yeah, 11 just came out.
So is that like an extra fee for us, Mike, or can we just upgrade it to that one?
I think with the package I have, I can upgrade. I'm not sure about. I think you should be able to.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've done the screen recording too, and put my camera in the box while I screen recorded to do a tutorial video. So that works pretty good.
Nice.
Filmora seems to be a pretty popular one with a lot of people. I think Jim did a show not long ago, well, a while ago now, and it was asking what do we use and how do we use it. And there were that many different editing suites people used. It was incredible. I didn't realize there were so many of them. It was amazing what people use.
Okay, so
that's why we wanted to focus on the basics of this editing, not any individual program, but there are just certain things that you can do as how your flying skills, using filters and just basic editing functions to help you present a better product in thing. Because every program is capable of doing something very well, or doing anything very well. DaVinci, Filmora. I use Vegas. A lot of folks, some folks even use the basic one off of the OS and stuff. But there's some just basic things that that should be able to help you out as far as when you first bring your video on. Be a little conscious about what you're presenting and stuff. We don't want to see we don't want to see Adrian digging in his nose at the beginning of the video and picking his butt at the end. So
another thing I've noticed too is keep your openings short. Some of these channels with a long drawn out opening, I get bored in the first 30 seconds of watching their opening, and I'm like, all right, get to what you're watching. So I've always found that when you're doing your opening shot, you don't need something long, just a little something to kind of open up the video, say what you're gonna do, and then get into it.
Yeah, there's always different styles. Like it's like Mike was saying, you can do a quick intro, which is very popular, especially in the drone community. A lot of the bigger channels do that little 10 to 15 second intro, and then I call it pre-intro. Then they'll do their little channel intro, and they'll get into the storyline. That's usually a patent we call boilerplate type of format. And then you may have others who get right into it, take you right along for the ride from the start of the video into the end. And then you have vlogging style where people will narrate or talk, showing themselves or whatever, doing the whole process. So there's different styles. I don't want anybody to think that one way is the only way to do it. There's several different ways that you can do this. But like I said, once again, when you go on to edit stuff, these are the little things you got to be mindful of. And transitions, one of those things. I know Matt doesn't get wound up in a lot of transitions as far as all the ones that they try to advertise is all the little toilet bowl spin moves and flip pages and all this kind of stuff. Because I always tell people, I said, your biggest teacher is when you watch TV yourself. Watch commercials, watch other television shows, watch how they do transitions. Because once you start editing, you start noticing this stuff more and more when you watch regular television about transitions and different things like that. And a transition should not be something that is distracting from what you're watching. It just brings you from one point to the next point and stuff. When the transition breaks up that flow, it becomes more of a distraction. Just like Matt's comfortable collars.
Takes away the attention.
Yeah.
I will say something, Dre.
Yes.
You're right. It all depends on what the music is. Number one,
yes.
of what you're doing is what sort of transitions will go in there. Because if a glitch transition or something like that goes in, you've got this lovely, orchestral music going on with these beautiful scenes, and you put a glitch transition in there, it's just not going to work. It doesn't look too good. Another thing that I did find too is that when I used to do my videos, I'd go from start to end. I'd start at the sunrises and all that sort of stuff, which was pretty nice. But if I was going to do something like a massive waterfall or something like that, or a nice shot that I got at the end of the day, I'd actually put that at the beginning of the video. Because if you look at the analytics of these things, if you haven't got someone within the first 10 seconds of that video, the audience attention is very, very quickly drawn away. So if you put all your good shots at the beginning where you want people to see them, you put all these good shots in there, mixed with them, whatever. It keeps people watching those videos a little bit longer too. So that adds to your watch time or whatever, if that's what you're after. But audience retention, that makes a big difference with audience retention. Yeah,
that is very true. Because like I always tell people, don't think when you're out flying, that's going to be the order of your video afterwards. You want to scrub through your footage, get some of your best shots, edit them together, especially if you got different pieces. You can always add them together and then make it look like one big long flight. And we don't know what order we flew it in. You're just giving us the highlights of the best parts of what you did.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Matt, I got a question for you.
Yeah, man.
This might be a little bit of a dumb question, but I need to ask you anyway.
That's all right,
Well,
man.
you're asking the right person.
Okay. Have you ever gotten into a fight with a kangaroo?
With a what? A kangaroo?
Yeah.
What do I look like I have?
I mean, you probably have wearing the ugly hat. I'm just saying.
Actually, no, you can't. Don't talk about hats, Adrian. Oh my God, here we go. No, I haven't. I've got into a scuffle with one. Nothing too. It was more interested in the food I was going to be giving it. But it got a little bit rough. Not with its hind legs, but with its front paws, and they're sharp as shit anyway. So I did get scratched up a little bit, but yeah, it wasn't a boxing match, that's for sure. And if you meant business,
I was right.
Yeah, I've had a bit of a scrap with one, yeah, but not a big one.
Picking on the Joeys, huh?
Yeah, it was actually a female, a little grey kangaroo bastard.
Mm-hmm.
It was about, I don't know, probably about 4 foot high, 4.5 foot.
Well, I've seen a couple of comedians do some shots with kangaroos, and they do voiceovers, and that is absolutely hilarious, dude. They talked about one and talking about he just got out of jail, and he's like this yoked across the chest and stuff. And he's talking about, come on out here, tough guy. You want to punch my cousin? Come on out here. I'm waiting on you.
Yeah, some of those videos are pretty funny, eh?
Yeah. That cracked me up. So you got everything straightened out yet, Mike?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
All right, whenever you're ready, Mike, go ahead and let me know, and I'll let you back in. Hey, do me a favor, guys. Go ahead and smash that thumbs up for me. I really appreciate that. Thank you for reminding me, Bob Casey. I really appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much, man. Let me go ahead and hit that. There you go. Boom.
All right, so
take it away,
I'm going
Mike.
to do a little quick, simple intro here. It's what they call the action pack opener. And the cool thing about this is, so you stop it right there. You don't like what it says. Here.
That's what took me a little bit to learn, but once I got a hang of it, it's pretty easy after that.
What program's that? Filmora.
Filmora,
yeah.
That's got some nice features in it, doesn't it?
Hey, Yellow Rose Drones, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for coming in, sir.
So
I mean, some people mix their editing suites as well, because Filmora does something that whatever else doesn't. So they'll do an intro there, say for instance, take that over to their editing software and use it in that as well.
So I mean, just to be real simple with it and easy, I mean, okay, this was the ship that was on its side was called the Golden Ray. This was filmed in Brunswick, Georgia, so the Brunswick, Georgia shipwreck. And you can hit play and that quickly you have your intro, and then it goes into it. With this, as you can see from me scrolling over here, all the stuff I've downloaded, there are so many different intro packs that you can use. I've got hundreds of them.
Okay, Mike, can you back that up a little bit? I don't know if Filmora does that. Take your regular footage line and have it blend off of the intro. You know what I'm talking about? You can slide your footage back maybe 30 seconds or maybe 5 seconds into the intro.
into it.
Yeah, move it back. There you go. Perfect. Just like there. And this is why I tell people about how you make a nice transition without actually using a transition. Now go ahead and play it from the beginning now. And you see how, okay, did it stay? Okay, I didn't see it move here.
It glitched a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, that played right there, pretty good, nice speed. And I just show people how you can make a nice clean, you saw the introductory part of that, and then it makes a nice blend transition into the actual footage. And that's why I tell a little. Go ahead, Mike.
You can even go as far as with this. I've done things like have people's logos, where you have the opening and then you have their logo spin into it and spin out of it.
Right.
You can do your own intro doing that.
Right.
I took a clip where I had the drone do a helix around me and my buddy's boat. In fact, hold on, I can pull that up actually, and we can watch that.
Hey guys, I've got to nick off. So lovely to see you again.
Always, Matt. Always good to see you, brother.
Hi, brother.
Yeah, man,
I'll see you later, buddy.
Hey,
all right, you take care. Have a great night,
Yellow Rose is saying you have to put it on a different. I see different software. You don't have to put it on a different track. I know on Vegas, I don't have to put it on a different track. I can put it all on the same track, and I can do layovers of blending different tracks together to where it did one phase into the one phase into the other.
Different, Dre.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just thinking the concept is the same. Each program may have a different format and how you have to do it.
Yeah.
So this is a video I did for somebody's YouTube channel. They wanted a different intro, something kind of unique, and this is what I did for their intro for theirs.
I remember that one.
Yeah. And you're correct, Mickey. Yeah, it's almost like you say stacked footage, so the scene fades out over a new scene under it. That is exactly what it is.
Yep. And that's just what I did for his channel. And then let's see. Here's part of his episode that I did. Let me see if I can get this to load. So you can see how I did the intro and then transitioned it in. This is a fishing channel. One of the local police officers here that I did some film work for.
What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Tim from
So, and then as you go through it, we threw some drone shots in there.
Right.
Put a drone shot of him back in the boat in. Did some still footage of, kind of mixed and matched what we were doing.
Right. And this is something that I've been going more towards in my video presentation is combining groundwork with aerial shots. Just the breakup of it and making it go together in one clip.
Here, this one. Here's something I did. I did a picture in a picture where I used his GoPro footage, so you can see what he's doing, and then actually you can see me over there filming as well. Yeah. So he had just missed a big.
How you doing?
Yeah, it adds a little more in-depthness to the storytelling because you're seeing close up what he's doing, how he's using.
You're seeing his hands and how he's moving and dealing with the rod while you're seeing what he's looking at as well. So I mean, there's a whole bunch of different ways to do this.
Yeah.
And it's just all what you want to do. It's how creative you get with it.
Right. Right. So welcome, Mr. Ron Lockwood.
Howdy.
The photographer extraordinaire himself.
How you doing, Ron?
I'm trying to get to that part where he's
You got Michael Jackson, Tito Jackson, and Joe Jackson in the background.
No.
And that's when he missed the big fish.
Dude. Oh my God!
So.
Right there, right where I said no.
And that gives that little bit of more in-depth.
How?
You see what he's doing, you see where he's casting.
How?
There's so much you can do with all your different editing software. The possibilities are basically whatever your mind can come up with, you can create. And as you're doing this, you'll develop your own style of editing. The more you do it, the more you play with it, you'll develop your own, how you do your intros, how you do your transitions. But like one of the biggest things they said is whatever music you set to it, make sure your transitions match. Make sure there's a flow to it. Because without that flow, it's going to look choppy. And then once again, that comes back to audience retention.
Sometimes it can be hard to get the right music, Mike.
It can. And the one thing, that's one of the things I like about Filmora is, okay, included, I've got 350 tracks, and then I've downloaded a bunch of tracks from them. So I've got 114 tracks that I've downloaded. If you get the expansion pack for Filmora, that's one of the things. They supply that copyright-free music that you can go ahead and use, and then you don't have to worry about. That's one of the reasons I like Filmora.
Now, question, Mike. When it comes to the Filmora X that we have, I do notice that I get a lot of little pop-ups of different packs that have been added, like new ones. Are those packs a separate price from what we already paid for the program?
Yeah, the add-on packs I pay I think it's like $23 or $24 a quarter, which is like every 3 or 4 months. So for me, I'm making however many videos a month. That $24 kind of works for it, But with that, you get with the packs, so you get the audio, which is all the different soundtracks. You get all the different title packs that go with it. Like I'm scrolling through on the side here, so you can see all the different ones, and each one of them have 15 or 20 things in them. Some of these have what they call a social media pack. I'm trying to see if I can find it so I can pull it up. And it's how you can do your little subscribe buttons and stuff like that. I mean, that's all included in this. So you don't really have to go create your own. You can just add these in and animate it. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Are you talking about, for example, it's going to have the logo for the YouTube logo?
Yeah, to subscribe. Like that. Your channel name, your text here, and you change that to whatever you want it to be. And there's multiple ones you can do.
No, that is a package that you pay for?
Yeah, that's part of the extra package I pay for.
Okay.
But, you download some of these and you get 100 of them. 100 little social media things.
100 different ones.
Yeah, 100 little different ones. You can get ones that are just the bell. You can get just the ones that say click and subscribe. Like I said, I'm looking for a certain one in here.
Talk to me, Ron. Don't just stay quiet, buddy. Come on. Look alive.
Trying not to be rude. I'm sitting here listening to Mike.
What's up, Ron?
Since when do you really care about not being rude? You are rude.
Well, usually, but tonight I behaved myself.
Oh, you upgraded yourself? You did an upgrade?
Behaving myself.
Oh, you're behaving yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
So you say.
But there's so many different ones in here that you can choose from. You've got 3D social media icons. You can put the little smiley faces in here, emojis. You can do a corporate pack to make it look more professional. There's a tech pack for the tech reviews. There's animation ones, big titles, which would look like a newsreel type thing. So there's so many different packs in here, TV channels. Like I said, it's hard to find some of the ones you want. You actually have to sit here and scroll through some of these to actually pick out.
The only thing I don't like, Mike, is that once you pay the 60, 70 bucks for this program, I believe that those package should already be given for free. I don't think that you should pay more money just to get those because you already bought the program, which is a lifetime program. You know
Well,
what I mean? Why do you have to
these
pay
are kind
extra
of-
for this right here?
Yeah, well, these are kind of like, any computer software nowadays has extra add-ons that you can get. That's kind of like how they make their money. Because if you just bought the software and you paid your one fee and that was that, they wouldn't keep making money. So
Now one thing that Joe Blake just want to hit and say, look at the screen, Mike. He said Filmora told him that the audio from there was not copyright free.
really,
A lot of time when I do a video and I use the audio from Filmora, I don't get no kind of hit on YouTube saying anything about copyright because I use it with my program that I pay for. So I thought that once you pay for the program, you're actually allowed to use it in social media.
Which program are you talking about?
I'm talking about Filmora. Filmora also has the
Filmora's supposed
music
to be copyright
that you
free.
pay for. What was that, Mike?
Filmora, the music on here is supposed to be copyright free.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying because you pay for it.
Yeah.
Well, you pay for the use of the program. Now I've had not a copyright strike, but a what do you call it? Claim. When I used the basic, I did a video at work, so I used the basic Microsoft whatever it is Windows editor, video editor, and I used one of their stock music, and I got a copyright claim, and I'm like, nah.
I got 90% of what I got.
I'm going to stop sharing for a minute and talk about that because I had that happen to me once. And what it was like a little 5-second snippet of a song sounded like another song from some Christian group. And I went on there, I disputed it, and listed in my dispute that, hey, look, this is not what you think it is. And they immediately checked it out, restored my stuff, restored my audio, didn't have a problem after that. That's the only one time I've had a problem with that.
Yeah, and that's the same thing. I challenged it and told them this is where I got it from. I said, now, if you want to have a problem, you need to go take it with Microsoft because this came with their program. You install this thing on millions of operating systems across the planet, and now you're going to try to say somebody can make a claim? I said, I don't think so. And that's one reason why I try to use Epidemic for all my work.
Now, so for the one that I showed that was Bucket Mount TV, that's my buddy's channel. What I did was I went into Photoshop and I created his logo that I wanted to use. And then I turned it into a PNG file. And then I animated that PNG file using Filmora, using the effects. And then that's how I created his logo that spins in and spins out. So, I mean, a lot of people kind of knock Filmora and say it's really beginnerish and, it's only click and drop and drag. There's a lot more you can do with it if you actually delve into the program. Like Matt was saying about DaVinci. You can use the basic features and it's really simple.
Right.
But if you start peeling away the layers and really start delving into the program, there's a lot more to it. The same goes for Filmora, but most people just use those basic features. They don't really dig into the program.
And that's what most of us are looking for, something that I don't have to spend 25, 30 hours to learn how to use some of the nice features of it, something I can just drag, click, all that kind of stuff. Because like I say, none of us, want to spend hours on hours just trying to edit a 5-minute video, if that long.
Exactly.
Like I said, we out there flying our drones. That's about the most amount of time we want to spend is out flying. And then everything else we want to be kind of boilerplate, simple to do, get it in, get out, and be on our merry way.
And that's one of the reasons why for beginners that just want to do that whole drop and drag and click and add stuff here and there. It's one of the reasons why I recommend Filmora is because it's user friendly. most of the features are a lot more user friendly than some of these other than the Photoshop or the Adobe one, which is what, Premiere.
Yeah, Premiere. Yeah,
Premiere or DaVinci or some of these others that have that little bit of a steeper learning curve if you really want to get into it. Whereas you can do some of the same stuff with Filmora by clicking a button, and it just cuts out some of those steps, so it can speed up your creative process and you can get done with the video faster. So, once again, as you learn your program and as you get more comfortable editing, you're going to develop your own style of editing. You're going to develop, your videos will kind of fall into a natural rhythm, and you just got to find that natural rhythm.
Well, like I said, as I talk about, there's different styles you can use, and like I say, once you develop your own rhythm or style that you want to use, you get comfortable with it. And like I say, nobody wants to spend a bunch of hours just doing editing work. Like I said, unless it's something that's part of what you plan on doing, like I say, doing for other people, then okay, knock yourself out and go from there.
Yeah. And Yellow Rose, I think the lifetime that I caught it on sale. It was like $70.
Yeah, I believe that's the same price that I paid that time, right, Mike?
Yeah.
When you told me about it.
Yep. They'll run sales from time to time on their software, and you can get that lifetime for like $60.
So talk to me, Ron. Go ahead. Give us a little bit of your editing story.
With me, I look at what am I trying to project to my viewers. Is it cinematic or is it action? Then I've gone as long as 2-3 days trying to find the right song. And does that song fit the clips? Because sometimes I'll put clips in, sometimes I'll put pictures in. Sometimes I pick music that is part cinematic and part action. I use one example of the last Alaskan video. And matter of fact, I've used the same song 2 years in a row. I'm going to use it a third year in a row. I also, one of the big things I look at is time. If you look, and I don't get into that techie part of things, but I've heard so many people, one guy in particular I talked to said, you can go into your analytics and look and see, do people watch your entire video or do they speed through it? Do they just watch a little bit of it? You want people start to lose interest after 2 to 3 minutes. They've had it. I recently watched a fairly popular YouTuber that some of us know, and nice guy, did a review on a drone, but he spent 13 minutes going over, and I don't feel he kept repeating himself. He kept, his speaking abilities there's a lot of stutter in his presentation. And I mean, again, to me, I lost interest right away.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say something about that real quick, Ron?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I've found personally, I was having that same problem.
Mm-hmm.
Watching my videos, I was doing a lot of stuttering, a lot of trying to collect my thoughts, a lot of that kind of thing.
Yeah,
so
exactly what this guy was doing.
Yep. And that it drove myself crazy watching my own videos. Mm-hmm. So what I did was I went on my phone and I got what they call a teleprompter program, and I set it up in front of me. It's a teleprompt, like they use on TV.
Teleprompter.
Yep. Typed out exactly what I wanted to say. Set it in front of my camera, like over top of my camera, so I'm looking into my camera, and then I read it.
Yep.
And that cut out the whole that was driving myself insane.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that if you're doing a clip like that where you want to hit certain points and you can't exactly remember all the points you want to hit, write it out in front of you, hang it behind your camera. Or the teleprompter program was free.
Mhm.
Download that. And it literally, as you read it, it scrolls. So your phone is actually listening to you read. So it isn't speeding up too fast where you're sitting there trying to rush it or trying to slow down to keep the tempo.
Yeah.
As you read it, it scrolls.
Right.
So that might help with that situation.
And I see some guys, this one guy I just talked about in particular, he did this the whole 13 minutes nonstop. If you look at, oh gosh, what's his name? 300,000 subscriber guy, Flight Path. I used him as an example. Guy does an excellent review, but watch his video. He will hit on one subject and then he'll take a break. And you can see where he films a whole new subject and then he, the transition is like boom, like that. So it looks like there wasn't even a break.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You just butt the clips up
He was
together.
constantly talking. I see a lot of the big guys do that.
Yeah.
And like I said, that dragging out I watched that guy's video and it drove me nuts. And I couldn't watch it. And I found myself scrolling to the very end. You see people that will put, I'm sorry, sometimes call it clickbait. That subject, like, oh, you see that subject, like, oh my God. And I watched the guy's video not long ago. It was 11 minutes. It wasn't until the 9 to 10 minute mark where the subject that you wanted to see, it was finally there. After 9 minutes of drag out. People don't, in our busy lives today, they don't have that time sometimes.
And that's where you'll see they're clicking. If you look at your analytics, they're clicking through the video.
Yep.
To get to that portion.
That'll actually show in those analytics. If people watch your entire video, and I've actually talked to a lot of people that said, yeah, I've looked at, people will watch part of it, or they'll, say it's a 10-minute video where they've watched 4 minutes of it, and your analytics will show that how much. A lot of people think it's important to throw that B-roll in there, and that is always nice, but make it quick. They make that, I've watched people's B-rolls just drag out way too long. It's like, okay, the fanciness is beautiful and it's nice, but get on with it. What else and again, I'm just using what I use, what I like to do.
Right.
If mine is over really 3 minutes, I make it worth it. I throw in things that, and again, I'm a little bit fortunate as to where I live and some of the places I get to go. One of the big ones I'm looking forward to in August is Alaska. Not a lot of people get to go to Alaska, and, I'm purposely going up 2 days prior to all my other guys. So I can actually spend 2 days filming bears. It might only be a 10, 15 second clip of the whole video, but I'm spending 2 days of filming to get that 15-second footage,
For example, the lightning one I did, I filmed for like 3 hours. For the lightning shots I did that one night, I filmed for 3 hours and got like a 3-minute clip.
Yeah. Yep. When you look at a lot of people don't. There's one particular creator that drives, again, I'm being honest with you, drives me absolutely crazy. And this person will say, oh, subscribe for another great video. And I see people with drones to get up there and go click, 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 click. They move their drone around. It's that quick, drives me absolutely nuts. There's no
Yeah.
cinematic look to it at all. Oh, so my whole thing is think about what you want to project to your people, your viewers. You know.
And here's the other thing that plays into that, Ron, is they'll do those quick jerky clips, but put that nice cinematic slow music to it.
Yeah, yeah.
And you kind of lose me at that point.
Yeah.
You know, and that may not, everybody may not be lost on that, but that's one of my personal things.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're filming FPV and you're doing them little fast whoops and stuff like that, that's one thing to have the little, dips and dives and the quick movements. Mm-hmm. But, if you're trying to film a scene and you got that jerk as you start to turn, that's why I've always said maybe cut out that first 5 seconds of your movement. That way you miss that initial jerk into the movement. Yeah. So if you cut that first 5 seconds, you're already kind of into that movement. Maybe throw a little transition in there. If the clips don't exactly line up, throw a little transition in there so you're already into that movement, so the movement doesn't look like it starts with a jerk and then ends with a jerk.
Mm-hmm. When it comes to transitions, I pretty much only use 2 or 3 at the most. There's dozens of them out there, but I only use a couple. Everybody's into the fancy, and again, it's just my opinion that sometimes the fancy, like you use too many.
Yeah.
It doesn't do it for me.
Right.
And again, it's all about, I look at the 2 big things that I want my movie to be. Is it cinematic or is it action?
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
let me stop you guys right there real quick. Let's go ahead and get into our first giveaway. I think we've been on now for about 1 hour and 17 minutes. So basically, again, a giveaway. This is a giveaway in the month of March, our March Madness giveaway. Sponsored by our friend, Mr. Draymond Crawford, aka Recoveryone drone. So Dre, before I let you go ahead and kind of tell us a little bit about the giveaway once again before we do this one, what I want you to do is basically I'm going to be here. I'm going to go into the wheel. No, there's no numbers, Curtis Dart. What I want you to do is you're going to put in. You see, there you go. You're going to go ahead and put in the chat, I want in. That's all I need you to put. I want in. You type that in, and I'm going to take everybody's name, put it in the wheel. We're going to spin it, and we're going to pick our first winner. So, Dre, go ahead and take it away, buddy.
Love you, Curtis Dark. Love you.
So we got our first guy, Maddie and Jerry Bauer. So keep it coming, guys. And I will put your name in. Go ahead, Dre.
Yeah, this is one of the caps you see Adrian wearing. It's one of the Recoveryone drones. Has my little catch line, "Let us be your eye in the sky." These are the caps I had made originally about a year ago. And like I said, these are authentic, we call these things snapbacks. And it will come packed, so it will be in this kind of condition when you get it. And Adrian can attest to that. When I send you stuff, it costs me more in shipping than probably what it cost me to get the cap made.
So I have a question. If we win it, we're allowed to curve the bill. We don't have to wear it like Adrian, right?
Once you got it, it's yours, brother. It's yours.
I was just got to make sure because one of us wins. It doesn't do that whole flat brim thing,
I won't be offended. It's yours. Once you win it, it is all yours and stuff. I will let you know that I keep a collection of all my Amazon deliveries boxes. So if it shows up an Amazon box, don't get nervous. Because as I recycle my Amazon boxes, I just keep the boxes so I can ship out stuff to people and stuff. So go ahead, Adrian. Go ahead and do your how you gonna do this contest.
So I'm adding everybody in right now. So if I got a few, I'm adding people. So give me a minute, buddy. So go ahead and keep talking, keep it moving. Ron and Mike, if you want to go ahead and keep on going, go ahead and keep talking while I add these names in. Now, Dre, the first giveaway is gonna be a what? A hat?
Yeah, we're gonna do a hat. We already gave stickers to Matt Bagwell, and now we're gonna do a hat and stuff. And then, like I say, depends how things go tonight. We got 31 watching now. If we can keep this level up, maybe I'll give away a shirt or maybe more stickers at the end of the show.
So basically, the stickers that was given to Matt Bagwell at the beginning is because he was the first person in the chat.
Yep.
That's why he got the stickers.
Yep.
So Matt Bagwell, if you're still here, make sure you go ahead and send Dre Crawford an email with your address, and he'll get that to you. Now, let me go ahead and keep putting people into the wheel and keep it moving. Go ahead and keep talking. Just give me a minute.
I was going to type in the chat that you're going to keep talking. I'll type my email address.
I'll kind of give you an example of what I was talking about earlier.
Let me, while you're looking for that, I'm gonna say someone asked, what if it's cinematic and action? Okay, so at that point, you kind of got to find a song that has that tempo flow,
right?
Where it, starts off kind of cinematic and then builds up to something more action, or has a more active section in the song and then rolls back out to cinematic. It's all in the music, honestly.
That, Mike, is exactly, you just read my mind. This is exactly what I'm going to show.
I saw the comment and I was going to answer that.
I'm sharing with you, Adrian.
You don't want
it?
All right.
There.
Here is,
yeah,
and we can't play music here, right, Adrian?
No music.
Okay, this song, but you'll be able to see where the song starts out kind of slow, kind of cinematic. But watch my transitions. They're just that dissolve transition.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it comes up to that tempo of the song, watch and see what I do. This is up in Alaska. And here, like, well, the music's still slow. Notice I put some slow motion into this.
Yeah. And that's what people need to realize, that one thing, you can always use more than one song in a video.
Right. This is all the same song, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to find a song that goes from slow to a little faster pace, but if you need to change the song to match the what you want to do, and like you said, and also slowing some video down or even speeding some pieces of video up to match.
We're almost going up to the point right past the second whale coming up is where the tempo like instantly jumps. Right past this next clip where the whale breaches.
Yeah, that's a nice shot.
Right about here where the music just instantly jumps. And watch my transitions. There isn't any.
No, just quick cut clips.
Yep. Then I go right into action. You know. See, I took the transitions out.
Right.
And just, made each clip just jump right in. So that's the example I'm trying to.
Well, I was just doing, when I saw those cut clips, what came in my mind was, I don't know if most of you guys are probably too young, but I know, Ryan, you're old enough. Remember the old Hawaii 5-0 intro?
Yeah. And
how it would go kind of crescendo, and at the end, it go all the cut clips of showing the girls doing the hula dance and guys on the boats, guys on the surfing, boom, 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 boom. And then it would like a long, at the end of it would be like a long drawn reveal shot and stuff.
And I think what a lot of people don't do, and again, part of it is the paramedic in me. I'm very OCD. I'm very type A, and I will sit there and I'll watch a video 20 times before I'll allow it to. I keep it in private when I upload it.
Right.
Until it satisfies me 100%, it don't go live.
Yeah.
I've seen so
I'm the
many
same
people
way.
put stuff up and they don't pay attention to what they're doing. And then on the same token, I use, and one of our good friends in the chat, Chris Waters, from Sunrise. Chris is just a phenomenal, not only photographer, videographer, editor. He does a great job in his videos, and Chris actually one time I did a video and he said, "Hey Ron, can I give you some suggestions on this or that?" I forget what it was. I'm like, absolutely, and I took what he told me and I applied that to what I'm going to kind of do in the future. So it's all about, and that's what we're all about here. We're all about learning off each other.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that is the key. Is
Yeah.
be humble enough to accept some criticism.
The other nice thing, one thing I like about Filmora too, is you can fade music in and out.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
yeah,
like Dre was saying, if you want to use a couple songs, you can take a clip that matches your first section, slide that bar back to fade it, slide the other bar back to on your new clip to kind of fade that in, drop a slight transition in the middle. There you go.
Yeah.
Kind of changes the whole tempo of the video right there.
Right.
there's a couple times I've been in a hurry, and I'm so anxious to get something, a particular subject out, and I'm like, well, this wasn't the best video, and I'll use some music, and I won't even go through the whole song, but say it's 3/4 of the way through the song, but I'll make sure that transition out on that song, I'll fade that song out very slowly, even though it's not at the end of the song.
Right.
I won't just stop it, but I fade that volume out real slow.
Yeah.
And the other thing I'll do too is I'll add like a blur out screen at the end of my video. So whereas, as the video is closing out, that screen just kind of blurs out, and I set that with my music. So my screen and my music all kind of blur out equally, and that can close out your video too.
Yeah.
How are we doing, Adrian?
All right, so I have pretty much everybody that went ahead and said I want in. So let me go ahead and share the screen. That way you guys will actually see who get what. Share screen, Windows, Chrome tab. And where's that baby right there? Boom. And you'll see that?
It's coming up.
There it is.
Okay, so I'm about to go ahead and spin it. You ready?
Yep.
Boom. Oh shit! Hold on.
That's spinning.
What the hell? Hold on.
We're gonna fire your Vanna White.
Never mind. It screwed up on me. I gotta do it all over again. Doggone it.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, technical difficulty. Hold on. Oh shit. Damn, I wrote all that in. Now it messed up on me.
Way to go.
Way to go, man.
And like Yellow Rose said, I've got so much footage that I've only used parts of it. I've never used the whole thing. Like he said, it kind of ended up on the editing room floor.
Yeah.
I've got a 1 terabyte hard drive with quite a bit of footage on it, and only a small portion of it's actually been used. Because some of it just, I didn't find a spot that I thought it worked in the video, so I cut it out.
Yeah, well, that's just all part of that's what we call editing. That's the whole part of it. That you're going to only hopefully use the best parts of what you took, and sometimes the best parts do wind up on the floor because it just didn't fit in right. And go from there.
And here's the thing. Here's the other thing I've learned. Some of what you think while you're flying is the best part didn't turn out to be the best part. It was something else that you weren't expecting to be the best part. Turned out to be a totally amazing shot.
Yeah. Yeah. That is it. And that's why I am definitely learning to get into the always be filming mode. I've seen some other people just, the more footage you have, it's always going to be better for you when you edit.
Yeah.
because you have more to select from. You like I always say, it's better to have more than you need, and then wish you would have took a couple more shots. It's just always.
How many people, Dre, do you? And I've heard so many people say this. They worry about, like, I don't know whether it's burning up too much of their SD card or whatever. So they wait till the very last second to turn their camera on, but they forget.
Yeah.
How many people have you like, oh God, I just got done. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't turn the camera on.
Yep. I've done that.
I've heard it. And for me, as I say, for the few couple of film classes I took in college, it was always like, always be rolling, because you never know what the money shot's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
It might be a shot that you don't think is nothing, but it ends up being the money shot. And sometimes what you think you're setting up for the money shot doesn't turn out to be that.
Yep.
And you end up using something else. So yeah, it's not an exact science. You can talk about golden hour, you can talk about filters, you can talk about apertures and all the different things. But sometimes it's just a shot that you least expected just captures everything just right.
Yeah.
So
sometimes, when you got, go ahead, Mike.
Let me touch on something Yellow Rose just commented. He said, sometimes you have stuff caught on the video that you didn't even know. So
yeah.
I was filming for somebody. The guy that I was showing the clips for, the fishing guy, was filming for him, had set up the frame rate really high because I want to make the shot almost look slow-mo as he was casting. And I had the camera pointed down at the water and just had the drone hovering there for a minute while I was setting other stuff up. Later on, when I was spooling through the footage, a hummingbird flew underneath the drone. And I actually caught the damn hummingbird on the footage. And because I had the frame rate so high, it actually caught the hummingbird flying across. Whereas if I hadn't have set that frame rate so high and hadn't had that camera pointed down, just sitting there, I'd have never caught that before. And that was just...
Yeah. I did that in Maui too. I was going up through this canyon on the south end of Maui, and it just so happens I'm going across, coming through the canyon, and all of a sudden I started to pan the camera down and I started to descend. Never realized it till I got home a week and a half later. Like, there's a bunch of wild pigs scattered. I didn't realize the drone had scared the pigs. There was a bunch of wild pigs. It was up in the mountains. I'm like, I never saw those pigs the whole time.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's one thing, is always look through all of your footage. Yeah. That's one thing. As soon as I sit there and get back, that's one thing I'll do. I'll sit there and I'll just spool through everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost finished, Dre. Just give me 1 second, sir.
All right.
Because you never know what you accidentally caught, guys.
Yeah, that's why I say always be rolling, because you never know what's going to be the shot that you have, or the shot that you think you have, and it may be something totally different. So it always helps out. And that's even with your I call it ground gear. If you got using GoPros or other cameras and stuff, keep them suckers rolling, man. Put it on a tripod or something like that, and they'll record up to about an hour, no problem.
Yeah.
And it's not hurting anybody.
I learned that, as a still photographer, it's all about your audience too. And I had the hoity-toity, fancy. You got to think about the people that are in front of you as well. Mm-hmm. And then I've had people where, man, I just want the memories. They're the middle class reception area. I've had the high end. I did wedding photography for 25 years. I had my own business back in Pennsylvania, and I had people that had the top of the line. I had a wedding in New York City at the Essex House up on Fifth Avenue. At the time, this is 20 years ago, it was $350 a plate, 900 guests.
Wow.
Money was no object. Yeah. I actually hired 2 other photographers to work with me, and it's like, oh my gosh. Yeah, it was. Hello.
Okay, guys, just give me 1 minute. I'm almost finished. I'm almost
I'm
finished.
waiting that 1 minute,
Don't rush me. Don't
I'll
rush
wait
me.
now. Let's wait a minute. I'll wait an hour, guys. So I'll be right.
I mean,
Don't
it's
rush me,
been
doggone
what,
it.
20 minutes.
Mike,
since
I haven't
said
seen
we're
you in a
gonna do this.
while.
How you been, Ron?
Good, good. You moved to where
Moved back to Georgia.
again? Or you moved back again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Had the job I was looking at up there just wasn't what they told me it was going to be. Had some problems. Some of the housing was having some problems with some of the housing up there. So we decided it would be best to head back to Georgia.
Okay.
Okay, so I think I have all the names that said I won in. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a few minutes if you want to go ahead and win the hat, the giveaway hat from Recoveryone Jones. Go ahead and type in again. I won in. I have pretty much just about everybody that already typed it in before. So again, if you want to win a hat in the chat, I'm going to give you 5 more minutes. Please go ahead and say I won in, and I will give you a chance to win. And if I see the damn pick me one more time, I'm whooping somebody's ass. I'm whooping somebody's ass. I know that I'm hurting, but I'm whooping somebody's ass.
The cool part was, Ron, I contacted my old boss and had my job back the next day.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Good for you.
Yeah. So I'm back at the hospital now.
Good deal. Good deal. Glad things are turning around for you.
Just went ahead and came on in. There you go. TV, you have been added to the wheel, sir. And the first wheel went ahead and took a dump on me, so I found another one. So, we got no art that doesn't count. It needs to say I won in. Oh, there you go. He changed it now.
He changed it.
Art, Mr. Art. CO.
Curtis.
Is somebody playing around?
Yeah, Curtis.
Yeah.
Curtis, I can't. His nipples too hard. When it get cold, his nipples cut glass. I'm not messing with that guy. Hell no.
All right.
Drone Solutions. Okay. And I think one more, which is who? Oh, Akirasha. There you go. I don't have him in.
Did you get Steve and drones?
I got Steven Drone. Yes, I do.
Okay. All right.
He's starting
All
to
right.
say.
I already have you drone shots. Thank you, sir. All right. So one visionary, I got everybody. All right. Now I got the right wheel because, again, the other one took a dump on me. So let me share the screen. Share.
Let's see if Adrian can go for 2 for 2.
Yeah.
All right. Can everybody see that?
Not yet.
There
we go. Center
right.
the picture. Center the picture.
Huh?
There you go.
There you go.
You're good.
All right, so let me go ahead and make it big. Hold on.
It's big enough.
There you go.
Why you got 2 wheels?
Well, the other one wanted to go ahead and say hi, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Well, we're not going to go to the number. We're going to go to the one with the name. So you all ready?
I don't see my name up there.
Oh, shit. I don't see Ron. Hold on, Ron. Damn,
Thanks, buddy.
I'll be damned.
Go ahead and
Thank
cut a
you,
brother
Ron.
short.
A little quick thinking. There you go. Now you've been added to the wheel, sir.
You thought I wasn't paying attention.
No, I didn't think you were. All right. You ready? I'm about to spin it. 1, 2, 3.
Center the page. There you go.
Remember, we're talking about editing. So.
Mr. Charles Galowski, you got it, buddy.
All right. I don't know what happened, whatever, but Charles is the winner.
Charles Galowski is the winner. Did you see that?
Yeah, well, I didn't see it spin, but I'll take it that it spun on your computer. I didn't see it spin on mine.
Yeah, it's spun all right.
Okay. All right. Hey, Charles, make sure you send an email to recoveryonedrone@gmail.com. Put the subject matter hat and your postal address so I can send this out to you. It will be coming probably UPS because I don't send hats in the mail. So it's going to come in a box. So make sure you are able to get UPS delivery in your area. Once again, Mr. Charles Lusky is the winner.
All right, so you guys heard the thing spin, but I don't know why it did not move. My internet must be crappy.
So it wasn't me, huh? It wasn't just me.
Nah, it didn't spin for me either.
Oh man, you got to fire your animated wheel people there, Adrian.
I saw it spin.
I saw movement. Oh, okay. We'll have to work on that for future.
All right, so Charles Golowski, go ahead and please send your email with your address to. Where is it? To this email right here.
Yes, to that email right there.
@gmail.com.
Yes.
I'll just send it to you, Charles Golowski. Congratulations, buddy.
Write down his name and so I get that out.
So next week Friday, Dre, I will let you do the little spin the wheel because my internet is rigged.
Well, okay. Yeah. We'll work it out.
Dre, Charles Golowski said that you guys are on Facebook, so if you could send it to you through Instant Messenger, that'll be fine.
Okay. Good deal.
Yeah, that's what I said, Leonard. Just get Enterprise. He will do it next week because mine is rigged. I'm glad that we picked Mr. Ron.
The little hamster on Adrian's internet got tired.
Yeah.
What was that, Mike?
I said the little hamster on your internet got tired.
I guess.
Working his ass too hard.
Yeah. Outstanding. So we got
back to spin the wheel.
Good deal.
No, not Pat St. Jack. What the hell was her name?
Vanna White.
Yeah.
Vanna White, dude. Yeah.
She's old, but I'm sure she's probably still looking.
Well, like I said, she's changed. Whatever surgery she had.
We'll give him that.
Yeah, whatever surgery she's had on her face, I just don't remember her looking that way back in the day.
Hey, Adrian, just put a little dress on to do it, man.
That's okay.
Yeah. No, we have to get what's his name? One of Matt's buddies down there in Australia. What's the guy had the pink tutu on?
Up in Canada. Yeah.
Up in Canada. Yeah.
Oh, what the hell?
I'll have to get him to come spin the wheel.
Yeah, in that pink tutu.
Yeah.
So Dre, is that pretty much for the spinning the wheel? We're gonna spin another one. We have 31 people still watching. Is that pretty much it? We're gonna spin again.
Well, like I say, you guys want to keep going a little longer, and then we'll have another stickers giveaway at the end of the show, or we can call it a night right here. It's up to you.
Okay,
your show. Show.
Right now, we still have 17 minutes for the 2-hour mark, so I guess we're going to stick around a little bit more.
Okay.
Hey, Mr. Jim Bosher, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for popping in, sir. Really appreciate it, man.
Jim Boshart's in the house? Boy, we picking up some celebrities now. Yeah.
We still got quite a few crowd in here. Please, guys, go ahead and smash that thumbs up on the stream for me. I really appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Adrian, can I say something real quick?
Go ahead, buddy.
If anybody wants a little more in-depth than what I did with Filmora earlier, I do have a couple of videos where I actually do a full video edit on my channel, and I explain how I did it. Remember the ones I showed you, Adrian?
Yes.
I have a couple of them on my channel. If that helps anybody. So, I do the intro the song, the transitions, the whole nine. Like I did an entire video and filmed like an editorial on how to do it, where you can add little animations in, put little the video over the video that I did. I showed how to do all that. So if anybody wants to learn how to do some of that stuff, there is a video on my channel that sits there and breaks all that down a lot than I did it tonight.
Okay, well, sorry about that, Jim joining. I think people tapped it in that Jim Borchard is here, so that's why I said hi. So if he's not here, then hey, my bad, my mistake. But anyway, do anyone here have the any of the Phantom 4 and up drones in here? I know you do, Dre, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. What about you, Ron? Do you?
No, I unfortunately sold mine. Regret it.
Okay. Did you have the 4 Pro?
I had the 4 Pro.
Then don't that one have the mechanical shutter in it?
Mm-hmm.
No.
What? No?
Oh yeah, the 4 Pro. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm thinking the 4
Okay.
standard. Yeah, Pro. Yeah.
Why made you sell it, Ron? That's a badass drone.
Yeah, I guess lack of knowledge, and the most filming that I do is usually, especially during the summer, I'm out on the motorcycle a lot. It's not that it didn't fit back there, but I found out with the Mavic 2 Pro, it folds up a lot better. I'm able to put 2 additional cameras, all my charging units, everything. I have what they call a tour pack on the back of the bike. And funny story with that, I remember the last trip I took with what used to pass for a girlfriend. That backpack, that was cameras and drones. She had one saddlebag, I had another. And I said, that's all you get. Don't even think about putting your stuff in that middle box. That's my cameras and drones. So everything fit back there, So I think it was a matter of portability. Do I miss the camera? Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I love mine. They're my money makers.
Mm-hmm.
I know you have it. I know you have it, Mike B, aka the Drone Ranger. I actually sent you one when you actually won one. Well, the reason why I asked about the do anybody have the Phantom 4 is that if you do from the Phantom 4 all the way to the Pro, from the Pro up, I do have a rapid charger unit that I can actually do a little giveaway now. Besides the hat from Dre, if you actually have one, go ahead and type your No, I'll tell you what, we'll do that on the next one. Never mind. Not today. We'll do it on the next one.
That's clickbait.
Yeah, no, not clickbait, not quite. Not really.
He said,
I changed my mind.
I guess I got 2 of them rapid chargers, man. And I tell you what, I even got the car charger, and that thing works great. First time to use it was the other day, and I charged my controller because I do 2 jobs in one day. And I said to the controller, I like to have everything fully charged up. That thing charged up that controller within about an hour, fully back to 4 dots in an hour and stuff.
See, I got
that is true, Dre. And the beautiful thing about them charger that it charges every battery at the same time. Not like they can turn at the same time.
Yeah, I got 2 of those rapid chargers that charge them all at the same time. I got one that sits in my office and one here sits in the garage and stuff. Yeah, I keep those suckers around. They are a godsend, dude. And I even have a rapid charger for the Mavic 2 Pro. I keep it home, and I got the standard charger in my office at work. Yeah.
Sending secret code messages to Wi-Fi Lopez there, Adrian.
Yeah. You talking about you sending hand signals to Mr. Wi-Fi Lopez?
Yeah, that's actually my nephew in the Dominican Republic.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, that's my little nephew. He liked to watch my show.
Good deal. Mr. AZ Jerome, I'm overqualified with 2 4 Pros. Well, join the club, partner. Because I tell people I keep one. I trade mine off every 6 months. I fly one for 6 months, put it in the box, and break the other one out for the next 6 months, and rotate the other one back in.
You know, Dre, I was in Walmart the other day, and I was back in the camera photography section, and I saw a V2, and I'm like, oh, no, keep walking, please keep walking.
Yeah. and on the crazy thing is, even with all these other drones coming out, them suckers are holding their price.
Yeah, they are.
They're not discounting them for nothing.
No,
and stuff.
It was 15.
Yeah, I was saying they're holding price 15. And you
Yeah.
think a store like Walmart, what would they know about the value of Phantom 4 Pro? You know, like I said, that thing is holding its price. It's like they just came out last year or something. You're talking about something that's been out 4 to 5 years now.
The girl that I sold my version 1 to, 4 batteries. It was a case, and charger, and the controller. I sold it to her for $1,000. I want to say 3-4 years ago. I tried to buy it back from her recently. She refuses to sell it for anything less than I sold it to her.
Wow.
And I know damn well she's not using it. She's probably never flown it. But she wanted to buy it. I'm like, I wanted to sell it. So I'm like, here you go.
Now, Dre, look what AZ Jordan Dude said.
I know. He ain't surprising me. I've heard a lot about him and his secret stash.
I thought you were bad, Adrian. Holy crap.
You're right.
Yeah. I've heard a
We're
lot
going to
about
have to
that
change
secret stash.
the drone museum location from Adrian's house to AZ Drone Dude's house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Damn, he's got you beat, dude.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. That's why I mentioned him in the first part of the show. I said AZ Drone has all the drones you need to see, but I said he doesn't post hardly any videos, if at all. And stuff.
Now,
he's got a herd of drones.
I do wonder, AZ Drone Dude. I mean, you have a lot of drones. Now, we would love to see some footage. Pop some footage on your channel, man. Let us see it.
Yeah.
Unless if he has some there before and he took him down.
Yeah.
I know. I think I have seen a video before. But I think you took it down, AZ Drone Dude, a long time ago.
Uncle Bill says
think
no
I have seen
videos.
something. All right. Hey, John, what did Curtis start saying?
Holy Drone contacted me and asked about you.
Who the heck is Holy Drone? Who is Holy Drone, Curtis?
Me, it's a girl.
I have no idea who that is.
A little hottie.
I know you are, Robert Glazier. You do have quite the fleet as well. Because anytime I think Robert Glazier pops a video in his channel just about every day, at least.
Robert been doing the Maverick 3 show out party on his channel.
Yeah, he does.
He be putting that Maverick 3 to the paces.
That thing makes some great footage, man.
Hey, Rod, you remember me saying that the first drone I had, she took?
Mm-hmm.
So I got another one. I got the Pro Platinum this time.
Oh.
So I just got to get out there and start flying with it more now.
I'm actually down to one drone. I haven't flown, and I took it out the other day, and weather was a little crappy here, but I had about an hour drive to get to where I wanted to go. And I'm like, well, maybe the weather will clear a little bit. The further I went, the worse it got. It got to the point I had to turn the GPS on in my truck to see where I was going.
Ooh.
That's how foggy it was. Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
Apparently, Adrian, did you hear about that pile up in the fog down by you?
Say that one more time.
There was a pretty bad pile up in Florida due to fog last week.
I didn't hear about that. Where the heck did that happen?
It was the beginning, I think, of last week. There was like 4 or 5 cars got into really major accident pileup because of how bad the fog was down there in Florida.
Holy crap. Let's see.
Well, before we get too far off topic, I just want to let everybody know, hey, I hope you guys are taking this to heart. Because like I said, I like going to you guys' channels, seeing what you guys are flying, doing, editing, all this kind of stuff. And I hope some of these tips that Mike has brought forth, Ron has brought up, and then a few things I might even brought up will help you be a better editor, be a little more mindful while you're out flying to do things maybe just a little bit better and stuff. Like I said, this don't have to be because you're selling what you're doing. It's because you just want to get better at what you're doing. It doesn't mean you got to devote a whole lot of time to it. Just be a little more mindful of what you're putting out there. Like I think when Ron says that, you got to think about what would you like to see is the biggest thing. So if you know you like to like seeing good stuff, produce good stuff.
Start playing with your editing program. It's another way to learn stuff too. Start playing with it. Try new things. Get out of your comfort zone a little bit than what you've normally been doing. Try to create something if you can't figure it out. Because I use Filmora, I'll go onto the Filmora website. They post videos on their YouTube channel that shows you how to do different stuff with their software. And that's how I've learned some of the stuff that I've done and picked it up.
Yeah. Mike, it's like Dre was saying, there's a lot of people, and I got to admit, I'm kind of guilty myself. A lot of people don't want to take the time to learn the software that they have. I mean, I got to admit, I got to do a shout out to Al Diaz. I don't know if you guys know him, but Al's real good at Final Cut Pro. I don't know how countless times I called him. Al, how do I do this on Final Cut? Because I know he's good at it. Final Cut Pro.
Yeah, Al's very good at Final Cut. Yeah.
So yeah, it's tough, and a lot of people switch. And just to throw out there a little bit of a different subject, but it's through a company called Skylum, and photo editing program called Luminar.
I've been using that
versions of it, and I recently got the Luminar Neo, and I've just got some of those eagle pictures that I've been doing recently. I've done nothing more than contrast, lightness. One of the features it really has is it can take a dark picture that's somewhat underexposed, or if you have a picture of, say, a subject up along a window and it's overexposed at the window and underexposed inside at the person, you can balance that out. It's unbelievable.
I've been using Luminar 4.
Check out Luminar Neo.
Okay, will do.
I got it before it came out. They had what they call a pre-release version. It was like $79, and it has Luminar 4 and Luminar AI plus some in that version, and I'm pretty damn happy with it. It's the artificial intelligence in it is pretty remarkable.
See, I've done that with the artificial intelligence with the sky replacement.
Yeah.
And I did a picture. I took the picture on like a rainy, overcast day just to see what it would do. And I was actually pretty impressed with how it dropped a nice blue sky in there. And then where the front of the picture was like, cloudy and overcast and kind of gloomy, it actually brightened that up as it replaced the sky with that artificial intelligence. I was pretty impressed with it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
In fact, I'll have to send you that picture when we get off here, Ron.
Yeah.
You doing okay, Adrian? We need to wrap this up.
That's fine, Chris Hope. It's going pretty much in 2 hours, yes. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna wrap it up, buddy.
Good deal. Good deal.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna walk around the house a few times, pop another one of those pills and try to relax, man. Holy cow.
Yeah, I hear you wincing over there in pain, so we want to keep you up too late. So
He getting
I'll,
old
I'll
anyway.
let I'll let Mike say his last few words first, then we'll go to Ron and then myself, and we'll let Adrian finish it up.
Go ahead, Big Mike.
Um,
One last word, sir.
Harley, I'll get to you with that with my email. I'll type it in. But you know, like they've said all night long, guys, with editing, you're gonna pick up your own style. You're gonna pick up your own tempo. You're gonna eventually get a flow with it. Just find your flow. Make sure your music fits what you're doing. If it's cinematic, put a cinematic song to it. You know, just kind of make sure everything matches up. Watch it over and over. You know, that's how I always find something I don't like in mine. I'll sit there and watch that video a couple times till I'm comfortable with it, like Ron said. And I won't put something out there that I'm not comfortable with. If you're not feeling the video and you're not catching your own interest with the video, play with it a little bit more. You'll find something eventually that it's going to do it. I know everyone's busy and we try to, get that video out there quick, but take a minute, slow down, watch it. I've watched videos and caught mistakes where I've cut a clip wrong or done something like that. And then I've been like, oh crap, so just take that extra couple seconds after you're done editing, watch it all the way through. Make sure you're happy with it. As long as you're happy with it, that's what matters. Put something out that you're comfortable with. And if you want to do better, start playing with your software a little bit more, or go onto YouTube. We're on YouTube. YouTube is probably one of the best places to learn something if you don't know it and you want to learn more about it. And there's plenty of videos. If you're using Filmora, DaVinci, Premiere, they all have their own YouTube channels that actually show and break down their software for you. So, go to their website or what you're trying to do in Filmora and pull it up and learn from somebody else.
Go ahead, Ron.
What is it, Ron? What are you laughing at, Ron?
You're laughing at Gary, probably.
Yeah, I was.
So,
What did I miss?
he says, show the video to the wife. Watch her eyes. If she looks away, cut it.
Yeah, hey, yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Same thing Mike said. Yeah, YouTube. Watch it. I look at some of these big guys. The big YouTubers, the guys that like to shoot in like D-Log, and like in my case, I'm shooting in an S-Log because I have Sony cameras, and where you create your own coloring editing. Those guys spend a lot of time at that. They're good at it. I'll be honest with you, I'm only 40-50% of the way there, learning. I've only been doing video for about 5 years. I've been doing photo for about 30. And it's like, so there's a lot to learn. It depends on how much time you have, how much you want to try and learn. You all right there, buddy?
Go
Doing
ahead, man.
But
Harley, I dropped my email down on there real quick.
yeah, shoot the 270. Oh, cool, Chris. But yeah, again, think about your audience. Think about. I said I'm real meticulous on my music, and like I said, unless the best thing I think to capture your audience, is sometimes it's in your title, but keep that 2 to 3 minutes. I'm serious. I've watched countless videos and people talk about the attention span, keeping those videos short, those long B-rolls or the long drug out 10, 15-minute videos. People won't watch. They won't, some will, but the majority of them won't. So again, that's just my opinion for what it's worth. But
all right, thanks, Ron. I'm just going to add this little tidbit. If you like the format that we're using, I talked to Adrian about this. I want to try to reach out to folks in the drone community invite as many new people we can here to try to give people knowledge. I think more people nowadays are interested in getting more knowledge about using drones than just entertainment value of having a drone. And that's what my goal is try to help everyone in the community be a better flyer, be more responsible flyer. And even we talk about editing and other things, that we can make this community strong so we can reach out to one another when we need help. So that is my tip. As I say, we're going to try to keep this format going at least through this month, and try to bring on guests and other people who have extensive knowledge in the areas that will help us all be better pilots. I'll trouble you, Adrian. I got to go answer the door.
Okay, well, I do want to thank Ron, my co-host Dre, Mike, GFO John and Tech guy, everybody in the chat. Thank you for popping in. Really appreciate you guys. Great show, man. I mean, I guess we can actually going forward. How you doing, Ken? Place it here. Dennis Lovelady, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for popping in. Chris Hope. I will call you in a little bit, Chris Hope. But right now I'm actually in a lot of pain, so we're gonna have to go ahead and cut this show now, pretty much.
My brother, I'm gonna back out. I hope you
In
feel
a little
better,
bit. So I'm
Adrian.
just gonna wait until Dre comes back in, and then we'll go ahead and call it quit. But Ron, thank you for your input, man, when it comes to editing.
Yeah.
Mike, thank you, man, for showing us, you know what I mean, your little screen share where you actually talk to us about it. Thank you for helping me, man. Actually, I have to go ahead and look into buying that little pack that you have, because that thing where you can actually, like, you know, the subscribe and the little link and stuff. I really want that, man. So that's actually,
and there's actually a pack that has more of those in it. I just couldn't find it because I have so many of them in that stack.
Yeah, so what I'm gonna do, man, I'd probably call you. You work tomorrow?
I don't go until 2, but I'm in control room, so call me whenever.
Okay, I'll probably go ahead and give you a call. You know what I'm saying? Way before you even go, that way you kind of, you know, walk me through it, because I like to have them little things added to my video, man. I think that makes the video way more, you know, better, I guess. Oh, Dennis Lovelady, what do you mean you in my neighborhood? Where are you at? Are you in Gainesville? If you are, give me a call, man, and let me know. But yeah, thank you all for coming in. Dre, thank you for the awesome giveaway, man. Don't forget, guys, next week Saturday, same thing, giveaway for the rest of the month of March. We will go to have a giveaway. Again, sponsored by our friend, Mr. Recoveryone Drone, aka Draymond Crawford. Oh my goodness. Charles Galusky, don't forget to get in touch with Dre about your how to be sent to you, man. Matt Bagwell, you do the same for your stickers.
Yep. All right.
So with that being said, again, thank you so much for the love and support. Ron, Mike, Dre, everybody in the chat. Appreciate you guys.
All right, partner.
And I'll see you on the next one.
You go take some of them meds.
See you guys.
Good night, fellas.
Good night, bro.